What is up? All right, so it is time to get your stretch on. I don't care if you're a man or a woman, an adult or a child, if you're rich or poor, where you come from, what you do, the color of your skin, it doesn't matter. We all need to stretch. So let's take this time to make some room for yourself. If there are more people with you, awesome, but honestly, this is all about you. Your stretching time, you taking care of your body. If you work out or not, you still need to do this. All right, so we're gonna start from your toes all the way up to your neck with this stretching. So from here, once again, get some space, maybe grab some water, maybe start some music, listen to mine, it's up to you. But here's how we're gonna get started. With your toes, we gotta get some movement here, right? I mean, obviously you haven't been doing much with your toes unless you're doing this when you're sitting down. So we're gonna start. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is not the best. It's called a broken toe in yoga or a toe squat. So what you wanna do is instead of just putting your toes instead of being to the top of your feet here, flex your toes. So your heels are also up above your toes, and you can stay right here, maybe go halfway down, maybe take it all the way down, hips down to your heels, okay? So once again, it's not that great, so sink your heels back, 3 breaths, that's all we need. Here we go. Last one here. Slowly come back up, loosen it up, maybe even kind of tap them on the ground just to get your blood flow back going into your toes. Great job. All right, now the tops of your ankles. So not your usual ankle stretch, it's actually the top here, not the back. So the way it's gonna work, you can do tabletop position to start, or I like high plank. So I'm gonna show you from the side here so you can see me. Tabletop or high plank. You can go 1 foot at a time. Stretch in, maybe both feet if it feels good for you. Really stretch it in, maybe sink your hips down, squeeze your inner thighs, your glutes to protect your back. It's kind of like an upward facing dog yoga style, that kind of it is. And then slowly come back up. We got one more round down. And slowly come right back up, awesome job. All right, big stretch into the top of your ankles here. Now the regular stretch into your ankles. I don't expect you, your Achilles tendon and your calves, your ankle, all that stuff. I don't expect you to have one of these. This is my fun little thing that I grabbed from, where did I get it from? Amazon. And it's a way to stretch into your calves. So I'm using this, or alternate ways you can do this. If you have stairs at your place or in your apartment building, go to the stairs. Let your heels hang off, either one at a time or both. A wall, if you have a wall, push against the wall, sink one leg back and one heel back. So you don't want your heel up, you want to sink it back. That's going to stretch into your calves a little bit more, into your ankles. So you're going to do that, obviously switch. You want to make sure you get both sides. Last way to do this without a wall, without stairs, is a downward facing dog. So yoga style, the way that it can work is when you shoot your hips up high, bend into one knee and then the other, and that's going to get your stretch on a little bit more into your calves. Keep your hips up high. All right, working our way up. One of my favorites, hamstrings. Mine are super tight. I definitely hold a lot of stress there, so grab that belt. Anything around your house a little bit longer. If you have a yoga strap, great, use it. From here, you're gonna lay back, right foot up, or whatever leg you start. Your other knee bent. Give yourself a nice big stretch, big breaths here. Now I must recommend that you don't just jump into stretching right away, that you always kind of warm up a little bit. I've been shooting some videos today already, so I'm pretty warm, I'm feeling good. A quick warm up can be just going up and down stairs 2 rounds, maybe some jumping jacks, maybe some push-ups, whatever works for you. So you don't want to stretch cold. All right, so from here, take that same leg, you're gonna sink it to that side, stretching into your inner thigh, opening up your hip, along with still getting into your hamstring here. Give yourself that pull. My hand's over here still pulling on the belt. And then water, obviously. Water, breathing, the most important things if you're gonna be moving. That's what I recommend highly. All right, so up. And then this time when you go to the other side, you can actually straighten this leg, your opposite leg. And so here's the challenge. You wanna make sure you're not sinking all the way and turning all the way over. Once your hip starts to raise a little, that's a good stopping point. You'll feel it in your IT band, your glutes, the side of your leg. And we're gonna dig into your glute on this side a little bit more. One of my favorites. Here we go. Big breaths here. For 3, 2, and 1. So your leg is pretty much gonna stay right here. Release your strap or your belt for a second. This knee, so whatever knee it is, the opposite shoulder is where you're going. Same thing, you're not trying to roll over to your side. Keep your back flat on the ground and pull your knee across your body up to your shoulder as high as you can, as much as you can. Give yourself the biggest squeeze ever. And you know you're doing it right when you feel it in that glute. The same leg you're pulling across your body is pulling at your glutes right here, an area where we often don't stretch at all. All right, for 3, 2, and 1. Switch it out, other side. So taking that strap or that belt, lifting the opposite leg up, and then take whatever you need here. You can take some bends or just hold it and breathe. I'm gonna remind you once again, please don't stretch without doing some kind of warm-up. This is the one thing that to protect your body from any injury, especially with a lot of alone time, a lot of home time, I should say, where we're not moving as much. You wanna get your blood flowing. Open up, give your muscles the oxygen they need so they can stretch. One more big breath. So same leg, same hand, you're gonna grab and then open up. Brace yourself if you want with the other hand. Let this be an opening. Let gravity take over. Opening of your hip, inner thigh, and still into your hamstring stretch here. Give yourself that little pull. Almost through here. We got one more side and then glutes, and then we're moving up the body. So let's keep going. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly start to bring your leg up and over. This time you can straighten that other leg and then bring your top leg up and over. And once again, when your hip starts to rise, that's a good stopping point. You don't want your back or your shoulder raising up. Keep it flat. Here we go. Couple more big breaths. Slowly release that strap. Keep your leg where it's at. Just bring a bend into your knee. Opposite knee, opposite shoulder. Bring it up and across your body. Big squeeze. I'm talking like you haven't seen your knee in years. Biggest squeeze ever. Pull it to that opposite shoulder. You'll feel the glute stretch on this side. It's totally worth it, I promise you. Big squeeze here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release both knees into your chest. A little roll, maybe massage your lower back on the ground. So you can use a mat or the ground, it really doesn't matter. Relax your neck, take that massage really quick. And then we're gonna flip over to a tabletop in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. We're gonna do a few cat-cows. So inhale, lower your belly, send your gaze up. Exhale, round out your back, relax your neck, push your back up towards the ceiling. Once again, inhale, belly down, pull your knees away from each other this time. Imagine like you're ripping a hole in the carpet or the ground. And then exhale, round out your back, pull your knees closer together, really stretch out your back. One more round up. And then exhale back. Now one thing you can do here is with your breath, inhale up. I'm going to show you. Exhale, you can sink your hips down as you breathe out. Maybe inhale up, come back up. Totally up to you. Just a few little extra movements into your cat-cow. All right, so now from here, go ahead and come on up onto your knees. You're doing great so far. Let's keep the stretching going. We're gonna go into a child's pose. So I'm gonna pull up my shorts so you can see my toes underneath me. So you want your toes to touch, knees out wide as you feel comfortable. And you're gonna sink your hips down to your heels now. So once again, you're gonna be like this, hips down to heels, and then you're laying down. So I'm gonna come right in front of you here, lay straight down, relax down. Your forehead, if you feel comfortable and you vacuumed, you can put your forehead on your carpet, on your mat. Stay here for a few big breaths. Reach forward as you kind of push your hips down to your heels to lengthen out your spine. You can even lengthen out your neck. Big breath in. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, raise your forehead up. You're gonna lean over to one side. So take it on over. Maybe it's the right side where you're looking at me right now. First side body stretch. Still sink down. Try to get your forehead down. Maybe even take that hand that's reaching, put it on top of the other. side body stretch, feels great. And then come on up, we're gonna take it all the way to the other side. Once again, now the reaching arm can reach over onto the other hand and sink down. Slowly start to come right back up. All right, last little stretch here. Come on up onto your knees. So you can sit back onto your heels, maybe just stay up on your knees, whatever's comfortable for you. We're gonna go into some arm stretches. Go ahead and get your arms moving a little bit. Whew, maybe even a little reach to the side. Get a little twist into your spine. And then from here, maybe take a shoulder, go one direction. Sorry for my sweaty bits. It is a little hot here with all these lights. And then come on up, grab for the other elbow, shoulder stretch. And then last little bit, give yourself some big neck rolls in one direction. And then switch. Most importantly, get ready for your yeses and your nos. Look in both directions, big exaggeration, up, down, left and right. And there you go, last little bit here. You can do some wrist stretches to finish off. Option for one direction, I'm sorry, facing you one direction here. Keep your other hand to keep you stable. Maybe even a fist, take some tension off your wrists. You can always switch it out when you're ready. Stay as long as you want on each side. And then one of my favorites to finish it off here. You're gonna point the inside of your wrists away from you, your fingers toward your body. You're gonna lean back and then lean forward. Really stretch into the side of your arm. It's gonna feel great. All right, there's stretching for you. Hope you're feeling great. Move on with your day. Once again, you always wanna warm up before your stretches. Use this whenever you need. Have a great day.